Ego, pride, and confidence. Have you ever wondered what differentiates them? Well, I've wondered that. So I got the answers, and that's what I'm bringing to you in today's video. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Hello guys, I'm back. I hope you all had a blissful week. Hope you all enjoyed your Valentine's Day. I did, so I hope you did too. So guys, having known the topic of today's video, we should dive in. But before that, if you are just clicking my video for the first time, if you are a first time viewer, you are highly welcome. I'm Sophia by name. I'm also known as Sibris. I bring to you tips from the tip of my lips. Yeah, great tips for living a great life as a teen and youth. You do not want to miss out on this durable information for this stage of your life. Do you? I don't think so. So subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and also hit the notification bell, which gets you notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, straight to the deal for today. Ego, pride, and confidence. These three are often misconcepted by people. Yeah, I also once misconcepted these three, but now I do realize that they do have the differences as well as they do have the similarities. So that's what I'm gonna be bringing to you today. But if you haven't watched the video I made on how to be confident, you gotta watch that to get a clearer understanding of what I'm gonna be bringing to you in today's video. Because I'm not gonna delve in too much into confidence because I did it in the other video. I'm just gonna give you brief, definitions. So if you want to understand clearly the developmental stages and all that, then you gotta watch the other video. I put the link in the description box below, so you gotta watch that. So guys, if you notice, there's some weird sounds on the background. There is a construction going on at my area, so please don't be crossed. Just bear with me, because I also can't take the noise, but I just gotta bear it. Sorry. So guys, I'm gonna give you a run through of what I did in my other video, like just a brief paperwork. So it's about confidence, its keywords, and its developmental stages. You can actually see it clearly on the screen. So now after that, I'm gonna go into pride. Pride is a justifiable and reasonable feeling of self-worth. It is also an exertion of deep pleasure because of possessions widely admired. And when I talk about possessions widely admired, I do not mean maybe wealth in abundance. Someone can be proud or known as having pride because of the deep pleasure of what they have, what they possess. It may not be much, like I said, and the aspect of abundant wealth, it might just be like a good facial feature, a good height, a certain amount of riches, a good degree, a good moral training, a good car, a good house, a good family, that can make someone proud. Now that brings us to the keywords of pride. So when we talk about keywords, it means what first of all comes to mind when you hear pride. Now pride has three keywords, which are you and I, we, and us. They are all the same. Now onto the developmental stages of pride. Pride also has developmental stages just like confidence. Like I said in the video on how to be confident, confidence has its developmental stages, such as pride, except from ego. So what are developmental stages? These are stages of improvement. Like I said, in confidence, this is where you have the acquaintance stage, the continuity stage, and the perfected stage. So, in the aspect of pride, it's not the same. The first developmental stage of pride is self knowledge. Self knowledge. This is a stage in life when you get to a moment of solitude where you just go away from the crowd, avoid socialization, just to understand yourself, know yourself deeply. What are your desires? What are your talents? Everything about yourself, your emotions. This is where you come to understand yourself and know what you want, what you don't want. A lot of people do not set out time to know the self, to acknowledge that, okay, this is me, and I'm gonna work on the bad part of me, and I'm gonna, improve this good part in me. They do not know themselves, they do not understand themselves. So anyone you see that's proud, firstly, went through the stage of self knowledge. They go into solitude to understand and know themselves thoroughly. Now, on to the second developmental stages of pride, self appreciation. Here, after knowing yourself, acknowledging yourself, taking away the bad parts, improving the good ones, then you learn to appreciate yourself. Think of the things you've achieved. Think of yourself. You are unique. You are different. You do not have to follow the crowd. You do not have to do what other people do. You are just different and unique in your own way. No matter how you do things, as long as you do it well, it comes out amazing. You're splendid. Then you begin to appreciate yourself. Instead of looking up at other people and being like, oh my God, I wish to be like this. You know, you tend to like appreciate yourself and be like, okay, I mean, I'm also good. I'm also great. I never realized, wow, I'm kind of getting to, you know, be myself. So that's the stage of self appreciation. It's kind of similar to that of confidence, because also in the developmental stages of confidence there is self appreciation. You appreciate yourself. It's not like I'm saying that it's bad, to wish to be like someone. Like, we all, okay, let me not say we, some people do have mentors. Like, yeah, I do have mentors, I do have people that I look up to, and I wish to be, but it's not like I'm kind of downgrading myself just because I want to be like them. No, I also put myself in a high standard. You might say pride. Yes, that's pride. That's what is called pride. Like, you do not downgrade others, and you also do not downgrade yourself. You have this mentor and you want to be like this person. You do not, just cast yourself away and, just tarnish your image so that you can just appear like, wow, this person. So, you are not yourself. You just, took away you and then wore someone else's character and attributes. So, no, that's not what I meant. So, you can look up to someone in a way that you would like to also achieve what they've achieved, but you also keep yourself in a high standard and take yourself for what you've achieved so far. I can make you too. Yeah, that's in relation to the keywords of pride. You and I, we and us, they tend to do things cooperatively, but sometimes, so many times, they, are just misunderstood. Being proud, having pride is not being egocentric. No, there's a huge difference. Even though it's kind of similar, some people tend to misconcept this. It's really, really different. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you get back from school and you just got your results and you show your parents and it's like, okay, A plus, A plus, and your father's like, wow, I'm really, really proud of you. Doesn't mean that his, okay, he said he's proud, but it doesn't mean that is kind of harsh, or the way they tend to, frame pride. No, that's it's pride doesn't exude arrogance. Pride is not sassy. Pride is okay, kind of a little bit bossy, but not in a negative way, in a leadership way. Pride does not, I repeat, does not exude arrogance. So the last developmental stage of pride, self-love. Yeah, this is very simple. This is a stage wherein you have this bond, an inseparable bond with yourself. You now admire yourself, like the way you admire these models and the magazines. So that's the way you admire yourself now. There's nothing, absolutely nothing, that can separate you from the bond of love that you share with yourself. Now, onto the arrogance, exuding character, ego. Ego. This is the speaking highly or raising of oneself and belittling or degrading others. The keywords of ego are me, myself, and I.
There a little something for the boys?
Just for me. So that's what you call ego, not pride. Okay. So, unlike pride and confidence, ego has no developmental stages. No, it either arises from emotional trauma, imitation, surroundings, upbringing, and also genetics, which scientists say are not yet physically proven. It also arises as a form of insecurity and emotional immaturity. Now, let's clash the differences and the similarities. Similarities between confidence and pride: positivity, authority, self respect, self knowledge, self appreciation, and developmental stages. So, now the differences between pride and confidence. Well, it's really hard to say because pride and confidence just have a very thin line difference. Why is that? It's because they're almost the same. Difference that I found out after my research is that um, confidence is self-improving, while pride is self-made. Yeah, just look at confidence as the baby level of pride and pride as the master level of confidence. Differences and similarities between ego and confidence. Similarities: they both exude authority. They both demand authority. Here, confidence demand authority as well as ego demand authority. But it's just that the authority demanded from ego, from an egocentric person, it's rather negative than that of a confident person. Now, the differences between confidence and ego. Confidence is self improving, while ego is selfish. Confidence does not exude arrogance, but ego exudes arrogance. Yeah, so that's it for ego and confidence. Now, the differences between pride and ego is that pride does not also exude arrogance, but ego exudes arrogance, and the similarities is that of authority as. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, I suggest that you give it a thumbs up, like the video below, and also feel free to leave a public comment below. And also, if you do want to send a private comment. Maybe you have questions to ask that you want to make private. You can, because I left some details that you might need in the description box below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We've come to the end, and I hope you really gained a lot. So guys, see you next week Saturday. Expect something different. Bye.